Yeah, the first case is 137.
Right, I'm going to call it 8:30. Welcome, everybody. This is the April 15th meeting of the Brookline Planning Board. We have two items on the agenda for review today. But first, want to open it up to members of the board for comments on any matters not on the agenda. Anybody have anything they want to bring up? If not, we can go right to the first case, 137 Harvard.
Hi, this is Christina from Agnoli Sign Company. And what we're looking to do is just change the acrylic letters on the Stop and Shop building.
On the gas station.
On the gas,
Yep.
gas station, sorry. The store is already done. This is just to match this, the store. They're gonna paint that gray. They're going to take those existing 2-foot acrylic letters down. They're gonna put up.
Is there a visual you could share?
James, do you have something you can share?
Yeah, I can share something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just share this.
There you go.
So yeah, the existing letters are 2-foot acrylic letters, and we are just looking to change them to the new corporate branded logo with the new set of 20-inch letters in acrylic. Same area, same spot, no size change for anything else. And painting that stripe. That's basically the whole project.
The old brand looks a lot like the old brands.
Yeah.
But I think it looks better.
All caps.
Looks good.
Yeah, looks better.
Can I just
can't say
ask,
I like-
when the old sign comes down, will you have holes to
Well,
patch?
they're gonna patch and paint those holes, and so you won't see any of the old marks.
Okay,
They'll just scratch the surface there, patch, paint, and we'll put up the new letters afterwards.
all right. I don't have any issues with it on my end. Other members of the board want to make comments?
I can't say I like the gray valence better than the white, but you know, what's okay.
Those are their new corporate colors.
It's 2026. Everything's gray. Didn't you hear,
Yep.
Steve?
I thought
No.
gray was over already.
Beige is coming
Wait a
back.
minute, we're great.
Beige.
Yeah, how are we gonna change? We're gonna, we're
Beige
great.
is coming back.
Yeah,
Okay.
In times of economic uncertainty, color started to come back, but maybe not. Okay, any members of the public wish to speak on this? I actually don't think we have members of the public today. If not, I will make a motion to approve. So the planning board approves the signs by Apex Sign Group, subject to the following conditions. First, prior to issuance of building permit, the applicant shall submit final plans for the facade signage indicating all dimensions, letter heights, context of the sign on wall panel, and materials, subject to the review and approval of the Director of Regulatory Planning. And that is the only condition. I apologize. I thought there's more than one. Do I have a second?
I'll
Second.
second.
I heard Andrea first. We'll do this that order. Andrea,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
Linda,
aye.
Steve,
Aye.
Tommy,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. All right, that was a quick one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So I've already filed for the permit. Will you drop a approval letter, and then do I need to put it in the
Cameron
permit, or-
Cameron can stamp those plans that you've submitted, and we'll get them back to you. You upload them to Excel.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Christina. All right, the next case is an
209
antenna
Harvard.
project.
Do you remember this? Most of you were on the board, not all of you, in 2021 when there was a 40B proposal for this medical office building to build a building in the back of it, a residential building in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big deal. It was a 40B, and it was approved. But so far it has not happened, although it actually is still valid for a little while still, because they had a project change, and so they have until November 2026 to pull a building permit. So who knows whether that will happen or not, but in the meantime, there is a proposal now by T-Mobile to put up 2 more antennas. And if you've been by the, Cameron, if you could put up just the, you know, the photos of the building or the simulation of the building, it shows it best. So this building, I think you would call it a brutalist building. It has several antennas on the front of the building, and the antennas match the concrete color. You can see them on the far right. And you can also see on the penthouse facing north, there are also 2 antennas that are colored a brick color, but I don't think they blend terrifically. And the proposal is to put 2 antennas right on the front of that penthouse as well. There we go. Thank you, Cameron. And, you know, I think it would be better if we didn't have those facing Harvard Street, but when I thought about it, I think that if they were to be painted maybe a deeper color to match the brick penthouse, maybe they would be okay, but it's up to the planning board. And with that, I'll turn it over to Attorney Braillard to tell you why they think it has to be on the front of the building.
Can I ask a question before you start?
Sure, Mark, go ahead.
On the lower right-hand corner on the cornices, are those antennas as well?
Lower right-hand corner?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yes, those are the ones that I said kind of match. They're kind of a stucco color and they match the front of the building.
Okay.
They've
yeah.
been there for many years.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the other 2 that are on the side already exist.
They already exist.
I've never noticed them. I've noticed the gray ones, but not.
I
I've
think,
always thought the gray ones on the front look like fishing rod holders on a boat.
I don't think the building is brutalist. It's a bit brutal, but it's not brutalist. Frankly, I haven't noticed these things, and I'm pretty Hawkeyes around town. But I agree with the painting them a darker color. I guess, or even gray. I don't care. Start making them look like they're part of the building. I don't have a problem with this.
Can the
I'm sorry.
existing
Yeah.
antennas on the penthouse be painted a darker color as well as the 2 proposed new ones? You're
What?
going to give the attorney a chance.
We need to let Attorney Braillard, well, you can get the sense where we're not opposed to this. So I think you could keep your presentation relatively brief and maybe address whether or not we can ask you to paint the ones that exist to match the ones we'd like you to paint that are going to be new as part of this.
Or move them to the side around the corner if that's what Polly's suggesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be preferable, but, I guess in terms of the feasibility of them working, maybe they have to be there. I don't know.
All right, let's give the attorney an opportunity to present.
Great, thank you, and thank you, Ms. Selko, for the beginning of the presentation. Members of the board, appreciate the time this morning. Right, so the antennas that exist are on the north side of that penthouse wall, which face us. The proposed antennas are facing west, and the quick answer is yes. T-Mobile would be able to paint those a color that would better match the brick facade of that penthouse, and I think that would go a long way to kind of more blend in with the penthouse wall. The reason for the need for the antennas on that facade side is for additional coverage and capacity along Harvard Street and to the west along Marion Street and into that area. I do have, or we have on the call here, Justina Hill. She's with Centerline Communications, and she can assist with any additional technical questions that the board may have. But in short, the reasoning for the need is to for the increased capacity and the coverage needs in the area, and we cannot get that by the staying on that same facade, the north facade of the penthouse. We'd need to move around to the front, and that's the reasoning. But we can paint these to better blend.
And then paint the existing ones the same
Of
color.
course, yes, I'm sorry, yes, the existing antennas and the new antennas would all be painted the same to better match the facade. So yes, both sets of antennas would be painted.
Wasn't there also a request to mount some antennas on the rear of the building, but not a big deal because it's not visible from the street? Just
They were some radio heads, I think.
Yeah, so the remote radio heads, which are basically these 1 foot square boxes, would be mounted on the back side of the penthouse for these. So 2 remote radio units would be mounted to the back side of the penthouse and completely out of view.
okay. So on that same penthouse, but facing east.
Right, facing
Okay.
into the center of the building. Right.
Right.
You do not have in your package, which is fine, a elevation of the penthouse, the opposite side of the penthouse, the south side. But looking at a photograph from Google Street View, there is a door right there. So I imagine that's partly why you
Right.
didn't propose mounting them on that other side. That's the access from the roof.
Yes, there's a challenge on that side of the penthouse for space. Right.
All right. If there's nothing else, we'll just go around the board one more time. Sounds like we can have the original ones painted to match the brick, the new ones painted to match the brick. This is the location that makes the sense for the service they want to provide and avoids conflicts with the roof access door. Any other considerations? Not, I will make a motion and we can proceed.
Do you want me to read them, Matt, or you getting them?
Yeah, I'm looking at yeah, okay. Planning board approves the plans prepared by ProTerra Design Group LLC dated 8/11/2025. These are from last August, just want to make sure.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Subject to the following conditions, there are 5. We may add the painting as a 6th. Prior to the issuance of a building permit, final plans and elevations of the wireless facility and all supporting structures should be submitted to the Director of Regulatory Planning for review and approval. All antenna and related equipment shall be removed if abandoned or not in operation for a time period of 12 months or longer. Prior to the issuance of a building permit, the applicant shall submit a removal bond of $1,000 to the town. Prior to the issuance of a building permit, the applicant shall submit a $1,500 monitoring inventory fee to the town. Prior to the issuance of a certificate of occupancy, a final review and approval of the site shall be made by the Assistant Director of Regulatory Planning. And I'm going to add that the existing and proposed new antenna be painted in a color to closely match the brick masonry at the penthouse. Do I have a second?
Second,
Mark, thank you. We were on the horn. Mark?
yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Andrea?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Tommy?
Aye.
Claire, were you on for the case?
I am, yes. And I'm a yes too. Sorry,
All
it's
right.
been hard. I'm on the cell phone.
Understood. And chair votes yes. So you have approval. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We have another very brief meeting. That was good.
Thank you.
And tomorrow night, as you know, you do have another hearing. And you'll be starting off discussing one. And then you'll be discussing the warrant article 14 and 15 on ADUs and on-site units. I'm not going to be present, but Cameron will be there and Maria and Meredith will also be there. So then after that, we have one more hearing. That's on April 30th. And at that time, we can take up briefly warrant Article 16, which is not going to be moved. That's the one for 26 Pleasant Street. And then any other loose ends that we need to finish up, we can finish up. And you can then ratify, if you haven't already ratified all of the planning board, draft planning board reports had been written, you could do it on the 30th, but you may be able to do it on the 16th as well.
Just the question about tomorrow night, it's a continuation of a hearing that was a joint hearing, but this continuation is not, right? So only the planning board hearing got continued and the HAB is doing their own thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it got complicated, but
Just wanted to make sure, because I do see on April 30th is a joint hearing again.
yes.
Yeah.
Although I left it as a joint hearing, but I don't know whether on warrant article 16, whether the HAB will actually, have anything to say, but I left it that way just in case.
Has anyone, I did watch the comp plan survey results meeting. That was fascinating. I have not been watching the Article 16 hearings. Is there still a town meeting member who is planning to make a motion to refer that to either the planning board or a moderators committee, or is that completely died at this point? Anyone know for sure?
I don't know for sure, but as far as I know, they're not going to be, no one has said they're making that motion to me.
Okay. I mean, without it being withdrawn, I imagine that could still happen the night of town meeting.
It could.
Okay. All right, great.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.